Hi, this is Jen with Iowa Backyard Farmer. Isn't it a great spring? We are all the way full for our spring plant sale, and so I thought I'd give you a little look behind the scenes at what's growing. This is our cherry and small tomato greenhouse. You can see it's almost grown all the way through my walkway. It's going to be a challenge to water in here, and some of these need to get staked because they're getting so tall. There's a great looking sun sugar right there. Plants will start going out this Friday, and so if you've ordered and you want to know what they look like, here they are. Or if you haven't ordered and you're thinking about it, this is about what you get. These are our strawberries that are planted up, waiting to go. They don't mind the cold, so they're not in the greenhouse. Unfortunately, the rabbits don't eat them. At least not here, they don't. I don't bet on rabbits. This is our second greenhouse. This is all hot peppers. You can see they're just loving it. They've loved the extra heat and a little bit of time. There's a nice little Anaheim there. And some of them grow faster than others. You can see variety really makes a difference. This is a Longhorn Cayenne. It's really tall. And right next to it, habanero planted the same day. Just a little bit shorter. They all, like kids, do their own thing, but they are loving this time in the greenhouse. They look really good. And pepperoncini. Some of them are hotter than others. Well, that's all right. Here we go. Let's see what's in the next greenhouse. If you look quick here, you're going to be able to see a rabbit running across my yard at the very back. There he goes. There's more strawberries. More strawberries. In our next greenhouse, this is going to have our medium-sized tomatoes and all of our paste tomatoes, San Marzanos and Romas, all those sorts of things. It'll have our big beef. Here's your big beef. It's a nice big round red one. All the medium red tomatoes are in here. It's going to be kind of an exciting time to try and figure out where everything is for the first time. After I pull the first few orders, I'll remember where everything is. But right now, I'm not quite sure. It'll take me a little bit of looking. Arkansas Traveler, another good one. They also are loving the heat and the protection of the greenhouse, but it's warming up and they're ready to go out to the garden. There we go. Small, medium tomatoes in that one. Let's find the next greenhouse here. We've got 6 all together this year, 6 in the backyard. But you'll see in a minute that that's not all the places that we have plants. They're everywhere this time of year. Okay, this next greenhouse is going to be all sweet peppers and some more of our medium and large tomatoes. And they're looking fabulous. This is an emerald giant, nice big green bell. Lots of lovely bells in here. I think this one's a red knight. Yep, red knight, nice red bell. And they're coming along just as happy as can be. Down here at the end, we've got more tomatoes, all sorts of things. This is Celebrity. This is one of our determinant tomatoes. There's also down here Brandywine and Italian heirloom, all sorts of fun tomatoes. It's a little tricky to get in and out of the greenhouse because it's built over my existing garden beds. So as soon as the plant sales are done, all this comes down and I'll plant those same tomatoes and peppers, usually what's left over in those garden beds below. So here's some more tomatoes. These are getting into the big red tomatoes, like Brandywine. I guess it could be in either one. Brandywine, Mortgage Lifter. Here's Mountain Rouge. All those nice big juicy beefsteak tomatoes. This is where they're hanging out. It'll be, like I said, a fun challenge to see how to get to them. Here we have some Tomotillas, and they grow so fast. They look small now, but they take off and grow faster than even the tomatoes. And you have to plant 2 of these at a time if you want to get Tomotillas. Basil. We have bales of basil out here. 5 different kinds, I think, this year. And they're all looking happy as can be. They're ready to go. We've got lemon and lime, and this is Thai basil and cinnamon basil, a sweet basil and a Genovese. It smells really good in there when we water. But you can see they're they're ready to go too. I love the red stems on the cinnamon basil. Here's our rosemary. We've kind of got all our dry herbs down here at the end, so I remember not to give them too much water, and they like the heat. We've got rosemary, some lavender, some sage over here at the end of this greenhouse. Happy as can be. I'm gonna make our way out of this greenhouse and see if we can find out how to get the propane tanks out of there and everything. It's been nice and warm, and we haven't had to run them for a week, which is nice. Alright, this is greenhouse number 6. You can see I have to dodge the propane tank here. This is going to be our not red tomato category. This is Paul Robeson here. And there's, I think, Cherokee Purple and some others right there. And then we've got kind of our auxiliary just planted peppers. They're just getting used to the greenhouse. They'll catch up here as fast as you can see. This is more sweet peppers, but not the classic bells. These are going to be like your Italian sweets and Marconis and Costa Rican sweet. I actually like them even better than the bells. They're so delicious. This is a Black Beauty, and we think we've got an Emerald Evergreen, and we've got a whole bunch of orange tomatoes because they're my favorite, orange and yellow. Let's see what we've got here. Orange Wellington. Orange Wellington's a great one. It doesn't have a lot of, it's really meaty. Those orange ones, they make a really good fresh salsa. And they have a really good flavor. Let's see if we've got anything else down here. Yellow Chef's Choice is a really good one. The Chef's Choice line is supposed to be really fantastic. So they're all looking happy, ready to go. I have to remember where they are. Everything's growing. Those few little spaces you see there already have stuff potted up and waiting inside to come outside. And one more for fun. Lunchbox Red. It's a little mini snacking pepper. It'll be really fun. One more. Cherokee Purple. There we go. I love that one. It's a really good grower. It's easy. It handles a lot. There we are in the front porch. We have run out of room in the greenhouses, so I moved all the green things up to the front. They've spent some time in the greenhouse, but they're happy outside. This is all kale and perpetual spinach. We've got parsley and cilantro and more kale and dill. All the things that could handle it up front went up front to be there, and they're just ready to go. Every time I go water, I'm like, I think I need a salad. But they're fabulous. It takes a couple hours a day to get everything, make sure everything gets watered, but inside we still have more. On our plant shelves and the growing shelves, you'll see that we have the squash and beans and things they're growing inside. They're plenty fine under the green or under the lights, and they grow so fast. We have several waves planted so that if you're picking up later, you'll get the right size, because they're tricky to transplant if they get too big. Here's a Clemson Spineless Okra, and these are mouse melons. They look like little tiny, they're pickles that sort of like pickles, look like little tiny mouse-sized watermelons. They're awfully cute on a trellis, and they taste good too. More plants ready to go, or ready to come up. We've got some cucumbers here just coming up, and lots of eggplant. We've got some fun varieties of eggplant this year, some of my favorite ones, and I don't know how to pronounce that. I missed the tag, but some of them are spineless, and I love that. Nadia, and they are growing really well. More squash down here. Everything's timed so it'll be ready to go. We're so excited to get these plants to you, and hope you have instant gardening a great year. We'll talk to you later. Bye.